Hey guys, how's it going? So today is April 6th, 2018. I thought I'd come on here and talk to you guys about what's on my mind. I've noticed that I started this out as a Mercury retrograde vlog and then it ended up being what's on my mind vlog, and I haven't noticed really any big changes with Mercury retrograde this time around. Thank goodness. Like, I'm not about looking for great changes or anything like that. So I'm doing pretty well considering the fact that Mercury retrograde is in Aries and I'm in Aries, and I thought maybe that would like be tumultuous for me. Knock on wood. But it's not. It's going pretty good. But I do want to talk about what's on my mind. And this came up while I was getting ready for the day and my hand's already tired. So I think I have found a close second to how frustrating the phrase "you look tired" is, or "you look sleepy," or "you tired this morning?" And I know a lot of people say that's really rude to say, which stinks, because I know there's been many times where I'm like, "You look really tired, you okay?" And they're like, "No, I'm fine," and then I feel really bad. But anyways, the close second I found is,
"Why are you so serious? Are you mad?"
When I was younger, in middle school and in high school, at two different times, I had two different friends come and tell me that when their first impression of me was that of a snob. I remember when the second friend told me in high school this, I thought, oh my gosh, I need to change up how I rest my face, because I don't want to come off looking like a snob. And so I really tried. I tried to always look happier, because I am a happy person for the most part, I think I'm, even during the crummy days, I think I'm still pretty happy. I still try to be positive. But I have found over the years that regardless as to how hard this girl tries to keep a smile on her face, I just have that classic resting face, that I've been gifted with. And that's just how it is. And that does not determine how I feel inside either. But over the course of time, I have found that when someone comes to me and says, "Why are you so serious? What's wrong? Why are you mad?" or whatever, it's almost like a flip of the switch. I instantly get irritated and defensive. And maybe I need to voice this so I can just get over it and let it go. Because this has been, how old am I? This is 20 years in the making, all this. So one of the first days of work, I was talking to the person that was training me, and I was asking some questions because that's what we do when we want to learn more. And this one guy comes up and singles me right out, and he goes, "Why are you so serious?" And of course, instantly goes that irritation, instantly goes that defensive mode, and I look at him and I said, "Because I'm asking a serious question." And to which he says, okay, I'll let it go this time. Well, yesterday he shows up and again singles me right out and goes, "Why are you looking so serious?" And I tried to let it roll off my shoulders, and I was like, "I don't know, you're just coming in during a time where I'm just thinking a lot or something and my face is just resting this way." I said, "But I'm pretty happy. I'm doing okay today. Thanks though for the concern." And then he was like, "Oh, but you're such a pretty lady, you shouldn't have such a serious face all the time, And I was thinking about it this morning while I was getting ready for the day, and I thought, you know what? How I look shouldn't matter to other people. And I understand that maybe he's just like, "Hey, you're a pretty lady, you should try to look happier." But I don't know why, it just bothered me that I felt like, oh, and the other thing too that bothered me was when he went to leave, he came up and did this look at me, "You gonna smile? You not gonna smile?" And that's what bugs me, because I don't have to smile for anyone, including you. So don't you go singling me out and saying that, "Hey, I look like I'm being too serious," or "I need to smile more," and then come to me and now I suddenly have this responsibility to smile to you. I don't think so. You guys all know how I feel about control. So of course there is that trigger as well. But I don't know. I guess I feel like it's one of those things that we just shouldn't say anymore. We should just let it go. Just because our face rests one way doesn't mean we're feeling that same way inside. So those are my running thoughts this morning. Is there ever like that one thing that someone does or someone says that like instantly irritates you? And I feel like I'm a pretty composed person. Like there are times when things bother me and I feel like I keep it pretty chill. So I don't think he even knows, the man even knows that it bothers me, which I don't want him to know that it bothers me because I don't think that's ever been his intention to make me irritated and defensive. You know, it's just like over the course of 20 years hearing this stuff, you know, and it gets a little wearing, you know, and so I don't fault him at all, but I just want to raise the awareness, you know, hey, if your girl's got a resting face or if your guy's got a resting face, you know, why don't you like give it a little bit of time and see if like their demeanor changes, you know, or maybe their face changes, and if they end up, you know, looking a little more bubbly and bright, then maybe it was just one of those moments where they were in their mind contemplating the cosmos or whatever it is that goes on up in here, you know, and just say, you know what, that's just how they are. So those are my thoughts. I'll talk to you later. Bye.